Hello again, you guys, it's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and today I have part 2 of my best haul ever that I had from last weekend. First things first, if you're new here, welcome. This is a channel all about reselling online. I currently sell on eBay, Poshmark and Etsy, and I personally do that while being a stay-at-home parent, so this is a part-time job for me, something that I can do while I'm working at home and taking care of other things and other people at the same time. On this channel you're going to find everything from haul videos like this one, sales videos where I show you how much these things actually sell for, tips, tricks, day in the life and all kinds of other cool stuff in between. So if that sounds interesting to you, please do think about hitting that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to say hello in the comments so that I can say hi back. Okay, so like I said, this is part 2. This is basically the clothing portion. If you missed the part 1, that was shoes, I think, pretty much just shoes, so I'll go ahead and link that in the cards right here in case you want to go back and check that out. But all that you really need to know is this is a mixture of items from church rummage sales and one yard sale that I went back to several times because I'm a geek, and they had really good stuff, and the average cost of goods for every single item that I have to show you here was $2.40 a piece. So let's crack on. Okay, so predictably, because I'm like a week behind on myself filming this haul, I have essentially listed and bagged everything. So I'm going to do my absolute best to avoid too much crinkling or edit it out or whatever, but just bear with me, be patient. I wanted to get the items up and not just kind of keep them sitting, waiting for me to get the opportunity to do this haul. So first things first, this little sweater, again $2.40 is what we have in our mind. It's Knitted and Knotted, which is an Anthropologie brand, and I really like the style of this one. So it's like a textured black and white knit, and then it has like a little crochet peplum detail at the bottom, and the comps on this one look pretty good. I think I listed that for around the $30 to $35 mark, obviously with best offer and negotiation and things in mind. Next item is not something that I would have paid up for, but it's just how it averaged out with the cost of goods I told you, and it's a LuLaRoe piece, but it's basically like a solid. It's a ribbed grey, I think it's an Irma, I don't know. I end up going on Google search and looking at all the different types and determining what I have, but those type of things usually go between 15 to 18 for me. Next piece is a jacket. So I'm familiar with Cachet, which is a pretty expensive brand. I don't think they make it anymore. Size 10, as you can see, and it's a collaboration between Alberto Macali Sport, I think is what it says. Anyway, the comps looked okay, anywhere from like 25 to 45-ish. It's like a little sort of crop blazer with an abstract print to it. A little bit of padding because I do think it's an older piece. But like I said, the comps were okay with it, and it's quite like a lightweight jacket for this time of year. So I went ahead and grabbed that one. Next is a J. Crew piece. This is the older J. Crew tag, and it is a factory tag as well. However, I did like the size and the style. So the size is size 12, and it is a blue and black knit with like a metallic thread running through it, and it's a houndstooth. That's that print that you see there, a houndstooth pencil skirt, wool pencil skirt. So it's definitely out of season, but I went ahead and grabbed that because as we move into fall and winter, if it doesn't sell before then, like I said, it has plenty going for it in terms of size and fabric content and print. Next piece, it has actually already sold, so it's Cabby. This is the older tag that most people reference. There is a newer tag that's several years old at this point, but it's like a square tag with an elongated font. This one with the font stretched out is a little bit older, but yes, Cabby. This is the red denim western jacket, and you can see there's a little bit of embroidery western style detail on the pockets. The comps were anywhere between sort of 25, well, sort of between 20 to 35-ish, and I got a best offer on eBay for $22 plus shipping, so that made it $30 with free shipping, which actually was right in the range of the comps. So nice quick flip. I went ahead and took that. That sold within 2 days. Next we have another item that's already sold as well. I denied over this, and I ended up getting it at the yard sale on the 3rd trip that I took there, so I had left it behind several times. It's Lauren Ralph Lauren, which is not like higher end really in any way, and that's like their lower end in fact, but it's a size 2X, and I grabbed it because of the size and the print. It's an equestrian print all over, so if you go in close you can see like bits and bridles and stirrups and stirrup leathers and all kinds of different stuff. Just a button down shirt with that very bold equestrian print. In my experience, equestrian style prints, especially like with Ralph Lauren and things like that, do tend to do pretty well. This sold within about a day and a half to 2 days of listing for my full asking price on Poshmark of $40 plus shipping. So I think that was a pretty good pickup. Okay, next is another LuLaRoe piece, but this is a dress, and I grabbed it because it's size large. That's fine. There's the tag again, I just showed you, but it's the print really. It's like a Southwest sort of Aztec-y type print with some really pretty colors. It's black, like almost like a teal blue, and then a purple running through it. And I think it was the Amelia dress. It has a chest pocket. I can't remember what I figured out now, but very sort of drapey and whatnot. And actually I couldn't find this print on either platform specifically, so I went ahead and marked it at $30 with best offer in mind, and I have I think like 4 or 5 likes on it so far in just a couple of days. Next I grabbed this because it was brand new with tags, just Victoria's Secret. It's a denim tote with all of this detail, like the lettering and the stud work is like a rose gold color, and the tags say that it was originally $58. It's not selling for a whole lot. I think like 15 to 20 new with tags is pretty much what it's going for, so I've listed it around that $20-25 mark with best offer in mind. Alright, then we have a fun kind of 90s, early 2000s piece. It's Cherokee, which I think is sold at Walmart, but the older Cherokee pieces do pretty well. And this is a pair of like denim bib overalls, but well, they're short alls because they're shorts obviously, and then I have the word carpenter in there as well because of this little denim loop, and then they're embroidered with floral embroidery, and then the spell out of Cherokee as well. Again, I think I listed these around 35 or so because there are plenty of comps in there for sort of 90s Cherokee denim overalls, and they have again about 4 likes or something as well in the first day or two. Actually, it's kind of fun doing this after I've listed the items because I can give you an idea of what's sold fast and what is getting some activity and what is not. So kind of like this. Let me know in the comments if you like this too. Okay, so the next piece is Torrid. It's missing the size tag up here, but if you look down in the little tag here with the fabric content, oftentimes it will also have the size. So this is a size 3, which is 3X because that's vanity sizing, and it's got, why can't I hold this thing right? What the heck? Okay, so it has a white lace, and this isn't an overlay, it's actually, the whole thing is like lace, so you'd have to wear something underneath, and then a pink burnout style thin knit on the back, just a little 3/4 sleeve top. Next is another plus size piece. This the yard sale that I went to did have a lot of plus size, which was fantastic. This is Lucky Brand. There we go, 2X. This is 100% silk, and it's just like a, obviously like a tank top with a floral, kind of like a calla lily type print all over with that nice yellow piping. Next is a really fun piece, I think anyway, and it's gotten a lot of activity really quickly on both Poshmark and eBay. I've had several offers, but I've counted and I'm trying to hold my ground around the $30 mark-ish, $30 to $35, just because the comps look good and I like it, so I'm being more stubborn. What can I say? So it says Disney, but that size 3 underneath and the style of it is a dead giveaway that this is a Torrid piece. Torrid, and just like Hot Topic, because I think they're under the same umbrella, tends to have like a Disney line or like character influence line, and so this is one of their pieces, and this is, I think it was the Ariel Pointel, is that how you say it? It basically refers to this kind of like little like open knit work where it's in a pattern essentially. It's a cardigan, but it's Little Mermaid, so I can show you up here on the collar. It has a little silhouette of Ariel, and then it says part of your world with like a scalloped edge, and like I said, all of this detail here is like a shell knit detail, so really super cute. Size 3 again, so it's that 3X size, and I've got this listed for $40, and like I said, I'm trying to hold out for somewhere between $30 to $35 for this. Next is a pair of plus size women's like dress pants, nice navy blue. They are new with tags, Ralph Lauren again. They're a size 20W. There's the tags right there, and they were originally $129. So yes, just a really nice pair of career pants, nice and classic. Next is a pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans. So I went to one Rummage sale and I hit up the denim section, and I guess somebody donated like all of their Not Your Daughter's jeans, and they were like sort of contemporary styles, like I can find them on the website still and things like that. So this is what the tag looks like. The NYDJ stands for Not Your Daughter's Jeans. Like I said, these are size 10 as most of them were. These have the style name, the Sherry Ankle. Nice dark wash jean, obviously an ankle cut, kind of like a straight leg, and then it has embroidery and like little kind of diamante details down here. they have a couple of likes, I think, so far. Naughty Dog's jeans tend to move for me in the $25 to $35 range-ish, although I'm going to show you in a minute a pair that I've already sold that was higher than that. It all kind of depends on the style and the size, usually. And they do tend to move in a pretty good time for me, but I don't mind being patient because they do tend to have a bit of a following. Okay, so this LuLaRoe piece is a bit of a mystery to me. Size large again, and this is, I think, the coral rose on black. Was it like a classic tee? I can't remember. I'm really bad with the LuLaRoe styles. Like when I look them up when I'm listing, I know what I've got, but in terms of just looking at them like this, I don't know. Anyway, this print, I actually saw one that had sold pre-owned. Was it pre-owned or new? I can't remember, but it was over $50. Because when it comes to these, it's usually the print that is in demand, if it is at all. Otherwise, you're looking at around that kind of $15 to $18 range, if that. For a piece, but like I said, the prints seem to be doing okay, so I went ahead and grabbed it, and I've listed it fairly high just to kind of like gauge it essentially, and then I'll just go ahead and drop and things like that from there, and just sort of listen to the market, as it were. Alright, another pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans, another size 10. These ones are the Amy, what are they? The skinny legging, which is probably going to be a fairly popular size. They are a sort of faded black wash with stud detail all the way down, skinny leg. Next is a hot cotton, which I do like to pick up when it's sort of $1 to $2 or less, size large. I think this is, it's a linen blend, and it sort of has this modesty panel built in. Sort of loose fit, boxy kind of legging look style top, but the print is actually, it looks a little bit like a gingham, but when you get really up close, it's like a teeny tiny houndstooth print. I thought it was really nice, just again, very simple classic piece, so I went ahead and grabbed that, and it's a good size, being a large. Okay, next is a pair of jeans. These are often sold at, I think, like either Nordstrom or Nordstrom Rack. They're People's Liberation. There we go. I hadn't come across them before, but I grabbed them at a yard sale for well, they were $3, but again, average price $2.40, because they were brand new with tags, and they had really interesting pockets, like a star detail with that button flap pocket there. They're a nice dark wash. I think that they are a boot cut. Oh, actually no, I think these were actually, when I looked up a style number, they were a flare, I think is what they were classed at. Yeah, that looks a little like a flare. Fortunately, they do have just a little kind of like white mark on the back that I just can't seem to get out, so I've had to disclose that, but they are at least new with tags, so I think I listed them around that $30 mark. They usually retail for well over $100, and although they do have one small flaw, they are new with tags, so we'll see what happens with those ones. Alright, and I went and grabbed this Adidas, however you want to say it, Climber Warm. It is a full zip jacket. It is the, obviously it's the Cardinals, I can tell that. I don't know where they are located because I don't follow football or whatever they are, but anyway, zip up jacket. Someone somewhere is a Cardinals fan, and actually I went ahead and cross-posted this on Poshmark. I don't often do the men's clothing, but I went ahead and did it, and I already had someone sort of add it to a bundle and think about it and whatever, so it'll be interesting to see how this sells over there, if it does at all. Okay, we've got a plus size Life is Good shirt. The comps do not look very good for this, I have to be honest. So it's extra extra large. I believe this is just like a unisex fit, because it usually it says men's or women's on it specifically. Life is Good Festival 2011. Again, it's a specific year, so oftentimes that can kind of hinder it. It does have a like or two on Poshmark already, however, like I said, the comps were not super strong for it, probably around that like $12 to $15 mark if I'm honest, so probably not something that I would have picked up if I had looked at my comps at the time. Okay, you've got another Torrid piece, another size 3 from that same yard sale. It's just a purple button front cardigan, and then the buttons are all like diamante type deal. No stones missing. Super cute, nice vibrant colour. I grabbed this only because it was brand new with tags. It was only about $25 to start with anyway. Victoria's Secret. It's Angels, size small. It's what I would refer to as a cami with like a lace trim. Obviously you would usually have bottoms or something to go with it, which I did not find the bottoms unfortunately, so that'll probably go between sort of $12 to $15. like with any haul, you have some items that are going to go for a lot more and some items that are going to go for less, and it all kind of evens out in the end to a pretty decent profit. So next is Beach Lunch Lounge, size medium. This is super cute. It's like a kind of shift dress with tassels at the front, and this I definitely would call like a pottery print, that blue and white. Like that's all I can think of is like pottery. It has kind of like a Mediterranean sort of Greek feel to it, I think. Anyway, super cute, and I think I listed that around 30. Another LuLaRoe piece. This is, I think, the classic tee, because it's kind of more cropped than the other. It is a size extra large, and it's like an orange and brown mild colour, but again it's pretty close to a solid. So I usually do not pick up prints unless there's something like that floral one that I showed you, or like the Southwest one where it's kind of, it's got the keywords and stuff that I can use. I wouldn't pick up like all the geometric ones, or I still pick up the Disney pieces, depending on what they are. Maybe not the Mickey Mouse so much, but like the specific characters, like if it's like Beast or Ursula or something like that, like the more obscure characters, I do still pick those up because in my experience, again, they're still doing fairly well. One more Torrid piece, again size 3, size was cut out, but it's on that tag on the inside, and it's just a blazer, like a single button up blazer with a ruched sleeve detail and a really nice striped lining. Just a nice simple career piece. One more Torrid piece. This one is a size 1 and unfortunately is flawed. I didn't realise till I got it home. It is, I can't remember the name of it, like the drop shoulder mild heart sweater or something, but essentially it's a grey knit sweater with a mild pink heart on the front. It's doing okay with likes and things like that, but I thought this was pen and I thought I would be able to get it out when I saw it. It's only, there's only a couple of little bits, but they're like little dark spots. I don't know if you can kind of see there. There's that one, and then there's like one more, I think. Just very, very small, very light. There it is. But at the end of the day, it's still flawed, so that does, you know, hurt how much I can get for it. I think I have it listed for 20, and obviously I'll be entertaining offers since it's not in perfect condition. Next I grabbed this hat, cause I love it. Garfield, Lazy and Lovable, has Garfield on the strap back. When this has like Velcro, that's a strap back. If it has the snaps, it is a snap back, just to let you know. I would call this a baseball hat, probably use the word cap in there as well. It's made in China, but I have a feeling that this is sort of like early 2000s, 90s-ish. Yeah, super cute. Oh, I think I lost my lighting, sorry. Super cloudy and rainy here today, so we're doing what we can. Okay, so this is vintage, made in the USA. This is a 50-50, meaning 50 cotton, 50 polyester blend. It's just a vintage Halloween sweater. Super cute. There is probably some light marks somewhere. There usually are, and there's definitely some pilling and wash wear. That never stops me with these vintage graphic sweaters. I still sell them pretty darn well, and that will be going away in my box for like fall and things like that. Next we have something else for the fall box. This is, what is it? BP Design, made, I don't know, I don't care about the brand. Essentially it's size medium, and it is a knit cardigan, and it is a Christmas sweater. I will be using the word, like the keywords, ugly Christmas sweater. This is so cool, even though I don't think it's particularly ugly. I just think it's cool. Yeah, so that's all like embellishment. There's beading and embroidery and all kinds of cool stuff. I love it. Really, really cute Christmas scene. So that will be going away. When I list that, I'll probably be listing that for around 35 to 40. Next I grabbed this, and the comps are pretty vague, honestly. I think there's only one listed right now for 50 that hasn't sold, so I don't know. It's a 3XB, which says it means big. It's Polo Ralph Lauren. There we go. And I grabbed it because it is a fleece zip up with reindeer and kind of like a Fair Isle, almost like a Nordic print all over, but like I said, it's like a fleece, like a teddy bear jacket almost. Yeah, so it's a good size, it's a great print, it's a good brand. I figured I would give it a go for $2.40, and we'll see what all happens, but I will most likely be putting this away as well in my sort of fall winter box, only because with all of this stuff to list and everything I bought yesterday on my haul that I'll be filming after this, this is just not the priority right now. I did pick up one hard good, which is a little bit of a disappointment. So this is super cool. It's Tomy, I think it's from 1979, the Atomic Arcade Pinball Machine. So it's really cool. The box is in decent shape. It's here, it has instruction manuals. Unfortunately, it works in terms of like you can actually play the game with the pinball and stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't work in terms of the electronics, and I had no way of knowing that at the yard sale or rummage sale or whatever it was, so I figured I would just give it a try. Working, they sell for around 50. Not working, I don't know if I'll be selling it like without the electronics working, or if I will be doing things like parting it out. So these little feet, they slide out completely and they could be sold, and then like the battery compartment cover is nice and clean, no chips, so I might be removing that and selling that differently in case there's another seller that has one working and they're looking for those pieces to complete it, and that's easier to ship as well. So I'll be doing some research and deciding what to do with that. All right, we're almost there. Hang in there. We have one basket to go. Alright, this is a Nike size extra large, Nike Team Arkansas. There we go. Just like I would call this a pullover windbreaker jacket. In really, really nice shape, no marks, no nothing. It's size extra large. You just have the side zipper fastening that I would also take a photo of and include in the listing, or I did, if that makes sense, because it's already listed. Next is a little purse. This is a canvas purse with kind of like a knit canvas strap and leather details, like buckle details and stuff. It is fossil, that's embroidered right there on the front, and then it's right here in the lining as well. The fossil purses do best for me when they are leather. However, this kind of thing I would probably list for around $20-25 and take best offer. Next is just a little summery skirt. It has a button front detail, however this is kind of fake. This doesn't actually unbutton, but just a blue and white nautical stripe, and it's a size medium and the brand is Free People. I have this listed for 20 and I think I'll probably get 16 to 18 for it. Alright, next is a pair of Torrid jeans. Torrid denim does really well for me. It's a size 22, good plus size. They are the boyfriend and they are distressed with a sort of released frayed hem, so they have everything going for them. If they were dark wash, I would probably expect them to do a little bit better or sell a little faster, but the medium wash does fine as well. I would also probably use the keyword destroyed, just because these holes are pretty darn big. Obviously they're factory distressing destroyed, but that's just another keyword that is an option if you have space left in your title. This is an item that has already sold, so this is another pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans. This one is a size 6. This is the Jessica Relaxed Boyfriend, and it's super cute. It has this like permanently cuffed hem there, and then it has floral embroidery. There's a little bit on the leg and a little bit right there at the top. Really, really cute. So they were listed for about 3 to 4 days and they sold for $40 on a best offer with a $1.80 shipping credit, I think, so $40, not too bad at all. Nice quick flip. It's easier said than done, I know, but if as you're buying things, like I don't mind to buy some things that I know are going to take a little bit longer to sell, as long as I get some items in there that I know are probably going to move pretty quickly. So far from this haul, for what I spent, I have just about made back everything I spent. I'm probably like $20 to $30 away from doing that right now, which I'll tell you all about in my sales video for the last week anyway, which will be coming out in a couple of days, I think. But yes, so it's nice to make all that money back almost up front if you can. In an ideal world, it does not always happen, but it's nice if you can, and sometimes I'll take a few offers just to make sure that that happens in a timely manner. That way that everything else is just pure profit that I'm working with, and I'm able to go ahead and reinvest that amount again in the next week's sourcing. Okay, Lucky Brand 2X. This is such a pretty like peachy pink and grey plaid pop-over blouse. Really, really lightweight, and it also has like a really nice pleated detail on the back and the shoulders. Another Lucky Brand 2X. This is a linen blend t-shirt, and it has a pineapple print all over. Cannot go wrong. Has had quite a bit of interest so far. Next is another cabbie jacket. I actually thought that this one would sell first, and obviously the red one did, a size medium. It is a black, lightly distressed jean jacket with a really cool like beaded embellishment all the way around the collar. No beads missing or anything like that. I really, really like that. I thought it would move quickly. It has some interest, but the red one got there first. We're almost there. Thank you to anyone who is still watching this extensive haul. Next is Florite, I think is how you say it. It's a size large, which is great. It's an Anthropology brand. Such a pretty piece. So it has a high, what I would call almost like a Victorian or prairie inspired collar with this like lace detail. It's all lace at the top, lace detail on the sleeves and on the bottom as well. And then there's kind of like this striped, very, very flowy, very boxy fit, really cute piece. I did find exact comps. It looks like sort of 30 to 45 is the ballpark. So we'll see how that does. This I was really excited about. It might take just a little while to sell because of the season, but I do not mind. Spell out Tommy Hilfiger fleece pullover, quarter zip. You can see embroidered on the front there, Tommy Hilfiger. This is like the older tag. And it is a size extra, extra large as well. In really, really good condition. No stains, no nothing, which is always a surprise for me. And it does have like the flag detail on the back of the neck as well. So it looks like they're moving consistently at $50. However, I'm going to list just a little bit higher, give myself some wiggle room for offers because there are one or two in there that have sold close to the $70 to $80 mark. And so I'm going to kind of test the waters a little bit on that one. All right, and I think this is our last item. Yay. So I don't know this brand, but when I picked it up, sometimes you can just tell quality. The brand is closed and it does say made in Italy, which gave me pause for thought. It's a really cute jean. It's a skinny jean. And then it has kind of like a patched detail, like a striped patch detail all the way down to those cuffs there. They feel really, really nice. Anyway, long story short, this brand is made in Italy, as you can tell, and it is sold kind of worldwide, but it looks like when it comes to US dollars, the value retail wise is around that $200 to $250 mark, and they're selling, I don't know about the sell-through rate because I'm not sure how popular the brand is, but they're selling around that sort of $50 to $60 mark. So we'll see how those do too. All right, you guys, that is everything. Thank you for staying tuned on my part 2. Like I said, again, if you haven't seen part 1 where it was all the shoes that I got in this particular haul, which was a lot, I will make sure it's linked in the description as well, so you can go check that out if you want to. Thank you so much for hanging out. Please let me know how your sourcing and your sales are doing as well. I hope you're enjoying the sunshine as you look for treasure, and if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing and hitting that bell so you know when the next video comes up, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, you guys.